Going on, ladies and gents in Cyberland, coming back to another film review, and this time we are on to Dark Shadows. So, I've seen a good amount of Tim Burton films. I haven't seen them all, but I've seen a good amount, and for the ones I have seen, I've always liked Tim Burton. I've liked the way he uses colors, the way he uses the contrast in his films, the way he utilizes people and his characters. I still think Batman, Beetlejuice, Batman Returns, Edward Scissorhands, and Sleepy Hollow. Like, I think that's some of his best work. Pee-wee's Big Adventure is interesting because that's almost like a contrast from everything else he did moving forward. But that's me. And then this film came out, and I did some research on Dark Shadows. And it was interesting that the main character, they had multiple characters, but I think he was the bulk of the series that was in England. And I was just like, okay, well, I didn't go to theaters to see it, but when it came out, I was just like, let me get it, because I enjoy Johnny Depp and Tim Burton, and then we had Eva Green and Michelle Pfeiffer, and we had Helen Bonham Carter. I think that's Helena Bonham. So that was cool. So we had a nice good cast of characters, and I was okay with that. So pretty much, Johnny Depp plays Barnabas, who was a human at one point and had fallen into a relationship with Eva Green's character, but then for whatever reason, it didn't work. She didn't like that too much, and she decided to not only get rid of his family, but turn him into a vampire and have him casted out. And get rid of the woman he was interested in. Fast forward centuries later, his home has fallen to disarray, and Eva Green, because she's a witch, she's been able to take over the town. And then unexpectedly, he is rescued from his situation, his coffin, and of course kills a bunch of people. And he reunites with his lineage and tries to reestablish his family name and stuff. I gotta say, I was surprised that the film didn't get a rated R, and I think it was because there was a lot of blood scenarios going on, and it just, and the sexual connotation. I was surprised that there wasn't an issue with that, but the way PG is now, PG-13, a lot of times where a PG-13 movie is really a rated R movie. So MPA is a joke. For the most part, the film was fun. I liked the characters. I liked the mood of the film, the transitions of the scenes. It flowed really good from act to act, the 3 acts. There wasn't anything I didn't like. However, I felt that the ending started to become maybe a little rushed. I think it probably could have been a little bit more to it. Maybe another 10-15 minutes. I give it an 8 out of 10 yes sirs. I just felt like the 3rd act probably could have been a little longer. But it was still good. It was just, I felt that was lacking. Also, it would have been nice to get more of the backstory of the family and how they were related to Barnabas. I don't think they delved too much into that. that would have been cool to have as well. Johnny Depp, just, I think with anything Johnny Depp does with Tim Burton is magic. Not every film was always a big hit, but every time he does a film with Tim, it's great. So I really like that collaborations that they're able to do. I really think that's great. The themes of the film I felt were family, betrayal, greed, lust, anger, possessiveness, a lot of that, jealousy too, and envy. I would say if you can't really compare this to the other work he's done. So I would say if you're just a fan of Johnny or you like Tim Burton's films, I would say you could check it out. I thought the music for the film was great. I liked a lot of the music. It was early 70s, late 60s. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I think I don't think it's gonna happen, but it would be nice to have a sequel to the film, make another one with the cast. But I think the way they ended it was kind of basically saying like how the show was. You never knew if you were gonna get another episode or not. I don't know. But it's been a minute now. It's been 13 years, so really 14 years. So I don't know if we're gonna get another film or not. But it would be nice. But nonetheless, I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care.